I appreciate it, and I wanted to say hello to everybody. You know, it's actually good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you're at in the world. And you know, there's a couple things that we wanted to do on the webinar here today. The first thing that we want to do is kind of share a little bit about what's happened this year, what's happened, you know, this last month, and where we're at. But more importantly, I want to share with you also what you can expect out of corporate here over the next couple months, and what's happening in the space around us, so that you can understand why we are so well positioned to be able to take advantage of these trends that are happening around the world now. And I'm going to share with you some statistics about some of the things that are happening around the world, and why, again, it's finally your opportunity to be able to benefit and profit from these trends. So the first thing I want to do is talk about a little bit about our growth and where we're at. And if you can look at, you know, and again, this is a graph that I've used in the past, but what happened was that we actually matched our revenue for the entire 2013 within the first 6 months of 2014. And not only did we match our revenue there, but the last 3 months, guys, have been record-breaking months. We have broken a new record, sales revenue or sales record and recruiting record for the last 3 months. In September, we were up, and we had growth over the summertime, which is very unusual in the network marketing space and the space that we're in. And then in September, we grew 20% from August. And then in October, we grew 9% from over September. And then in November, guys, another double-digit growth month. We grew 11% from October and hit a new record. So 3 straight record-breaking months, guys. And not only record-breaking with regards to sales and new enrollments, but also in commissions that have been paid out. And so we're on target right now to grow by about 250% from last year, 2013, to this year, more than double, guys, in 1 year. And the reality is, if you look at where we're at and you look at our footprint and what we're doing business in the U.S., we've got really very little going, and we still got a tremendous amount of room for growth in the U.S. We barely even scratched Canada. We're hardly doing anything in Canada. If you look at Europe, I mean, we're doing business, you know, in the UK, in Sweden, in Italy, and other pockets of Europe, in Kazakhstan, and a little bit in Russia as well. The world is still our oyster, guys. We've got literally all of Latin and South America that we haven't really even touched yet. We've got all of Asia that we haven't really touched yet. We've got all of Europe, basically, you know, that's still the majority of Europe. So we are just getting started. And that's what's so exciting. And not only are we just getting started and have laid a great foundation with a great product now, a very timely product, but we're also in front of these incredible trends that are happening around the world in e-commerce and mobile commerce, and perfectly positioned to take advantage of that. And so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to introduce our CTO, Thomas Bang, and Thomas is going to tell you a little bit about kind of what we've been working on, what you can expect from us in January as well. And some of the things from a technology standpoint that we're continuing to provide to you guys to keep you in front of these trends and make your job, you know, easier to be able to go out and do what you need to do in order to be able to profit from these trends. And I'll tell you, the interesting thing is, you know, a lot of people think, because all you do really is that you give away our app for free, because network marketing is about simplicity and duplication. With us, you give our app away for free. You make money as people benefit, and you build a team of people to do the same thing. And we continue to make our products and our technology more simple, more user-friendly, so that you guys can go out and be able to build a worldwide business and profit from these trends. So Thomas, you know, has been our CTO now for 2 years. And literally what you're seeing on the technology side is you know, all a result of Thomas. He's got his stamp on all of this, and he's been a tremendous asset to the company and will continue to be a tremendous asset to us moving forward. So Thomas, why don't you go ahead and take it away and talk a little bit about what we've done on the technology side.
Of course, sure. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. So before I actually go to the next slide, I do want to actually make a statement that for a mobile app as well as the invitation system, we have been out of beta mode. It should be officially launched. A lot of the kinks that were there have been worked out. So, that basically for the last month, we've actually been in planning as well as preparing for the next set of upgrades as well as some new features that's going to be coming up, in January. So, some of the things that we're actually working on, and we've gotten tons of feedback on this, is basically the single page result. Being able to type in a particular product and having all those products show up under one result, that will lead to basically all these different vendors that sell it. That's something that's been requested for quite some time, and I think we're finally at that point where we can actually deliver that for you both on the website as well as the mobile app. Another key thing that we've been getting a lot of suggestions for is that for our mobile app, I think we do a pretty good job in terms of the affiliate branding feature on our website, but we really haven't done too much on the mobile app, and that's something that we're going to actually focus on, so that as people use the mobile app, your affiliate branding is going to strongly show on the display. And we're also in the plans of creating a push notifications where, as you use your affiliate branding, which is particularly the special offers, the coupon section, there will be push notifications to your customers as well as your customers' customers getting a notification that you've actually put in a new special offer. So that is a feature that we will be incorporating into the mobile app. Another thing to make it easier for you guys to actually try to expand into other countries or other regions is the talks of an international Sherlock option. Now, what that actually is that, let's say, for example, right now we're not in, I don't know what country, like let's just say for China. So we would actually have an international option where you can actually choose the international options that's actually globally friendly for any region, such as like Alibaba, which is everyone shops at Alibaba in the world. So it's more of a demo purpose to show people that, hey, we're not actually in your country yet, but here's an international option to show you what it's capable of doing. So something that's going to be a huge asset for you guys when you're actually cross-clicking in regions that we don't currently support. And on top of that, we're also going to be working on a multi-language support for the mobile app. Right now, it's only supported for 5 different countries, but this is something that we're going to actually make easier so that our mobile app is going to support all the different languages in all parts of the world, so that it makes your guys' job easier. Now, having said that, our platform is always evolving, always changing, always improving. This is something. We are a technology house, but first and foremost, we are a mobile company now. So our mobile app is very important to us. It's something that we're going to be investing a lot of time and resource towards because, frankly, this is our feature. There are some other features that we are going to actually show to you right now, but I'd actually like to bring it back to Michael Weeder. So that's it for my part. Michael, back to you.
Thank you, Thomas. And a couple of the things that you said that are very succinct. Number one, guys, we are a mobile company. That's our future. That's where the majority of our resources corporately are going to go, is going to be into our mobile application. And you're going to see why. The world is going that way, guys, and we want to be perfectly positioned in front of those trends and giving you an opportunity to be able to profit from them. And the reality is the mobile phone is the most personal device that's ever been developed. We can have people that will go, that will leave the house. They'll be 10 minutes down the road, and if they forgot their mobile phone, they'll go back and get that mobile phone. And so we're going to take advantage of that and be able to give you an opportunity to be able to profit from that growth. And so those are some of the things that we're most excited about. And really what we want to be, guys, what we're mission focused on is, from a product standpoint, is we want to have the best mobile product in our industry. That's what our goal is. I believe that we're already there. especially when you look at the features and functionality. And I think once you see what we're bringing out in January as well, it's just going to solidify us. But it will continue to evolve and continue to improve. And our thing is always, how do we continue to simplify it? Make it, and how do we continue to make it more and more user-friendly? So those are the things that we're going to be really working on and concentrating on. But we are a mobile company. We're mobile first, and that's where you're going to see a lot of our growth and a lot of our resources here go in 2015. So next slide, please, Thomas. The other thing I wanted to mention that we're doing is that we've got a new customer in preparation for that, guys. When I first took over or first, started the company actually back in May of 2012, we were literally at that point at about 6 cents. Our first month, it was 6 cents per Sherlock that you gave away. This last month, just to let you know, and the figures will be up on Monday, I believe it'll probably be in the 232 to 235 range per active Sherlock. But now what we're going to do, and the mobile product is going to help to get us to the next level, which is going to be the $4 per active Sherlock. But what we're doing now also is you're seeing a customer activity report that's going to show you exactly who is using the mobile phone, who's not using the mobile phone, and what you've earned from that usage as well. Next slide, please. So you'll see that actually go out. You'll see that information happening in your back office now, as a matter of fact, to be able to then be able to see out of the apps that you've given away who's really actively using it, who's not. You can share information with them, share special deals to be able to beef up that usage income. But we're really excited about that. The next thing that we're doing that we're actually going to be launching in January is our small business platform. And guys, our small business platform is a game changer for us. Imagine this. Imagine being able to go out to a small business, have them sign up for free, have them deliver coupon specials and deals basically that they create for free, and then you basically, if you bring in that small business, as somebody actually downloads a coupon or then goes in and redeems that coupon, you make money from that. And not only do you make money from that, but imagine that you make money from all the reps that have given away our application, the Sherlock, the mobile app, basically, that are people that are using it, and anybody that goes into that business that basically redeems an offer from that business, you make money from that. So we basically expanded, because now what happens is that as you give away the app, you make money from the usage basically that comes out of your customers. But now with our new platform, small business platform, you'll be able to make money on all the business that comes into that small business. And for that small business, guys, not only are we able to drive sales for them, but we're also able to be in a situation where we give them analytics where they can see by demographic, by age, by gender, by location, who's downloaded that coupon or who's gone in and redeemed those offers. And at the same time, we build a database for that company so that they can go and do additional marketing, push marketing over the mobile phone. So this is coming up in January. It's going to be it's in private beta right now. We're going to be basically working on the private beta for about 6 weeks and tweaking it and refining it for the launch at our European convention in January. And this is a game changer for us, guys. Groupon, is the fastest growing company in history to $1 billion in sales. It took them 5 years to be able to do it. And guys, when you look at our platform and how it, and the advantages that we have over Groupon and being able to also give it away, I'm just incredibly excited about our future with our small business platform. Next slide, please. And to wrap around that, guys, we're creating a loyalty program so that as you and your people and your customers use our app, we're rewarding them with loyalty points that can then be used to be able to get additional discounts and gift cards. And so we'll incentivize your customers to go out and give the app away, because we'll give them points that they can utilize to be able to, like I said, get additional discounts and gift cards, and we'll show them their points accumulation. And then as they go in also and download and actually, excuse me, go in and redeem coupons, they get loyalty points as for that as well. So we're going to be incentivizing the actions that we want to incentivize to be able to drive that activity. And what that's going to do is it's going to increase the usage of our app, and it's also going to increase your usage income. That's also coming in January. We're really, really excited about that. So with our small business platform and with our loyalty program and some of the other things that we're working on, I think you can tell why we're so excited about what 2015 is going to bring. And so why is this all important, guys? Why is it so important that we've got these features and functionality that we're bringing in? And it's because really if you look at the market, so if you go to the next slide, just to kind of give you guys an idea of some of the things that are happening, look at what's happening, guys, in mobile and mobile commerce, because as you know, business is about positioning yourself in front of the right trends at the right time and then being able to execute. We've talked, and I've always talked about the growth in e-commerce, but look at the growth of mobile, and I've shared this with you guys. I was just at the big mobile commerce show that they had. It was called Mobile Beat. And I was there with the eBays, the Amazons, the Yahoos, all the Walmarts, all the big retailers. They were all there. And what they basically, and what I got out of that conference and what they shared was that the amount of people that are now accessing their sites via mobile has jumped dramatically. And now the majority of them are not accessing the sites through a desktop or a laptop, but they're doing it through mobile. And not only are they accessing their sites via mobile, but they're going into the stores, guys, and they're actually using their mobile phone to be able to price compare. And a lot of these big box stores are now matching those prices that people are finding. And so we're in front of an incredible trend that's happening. And look at, just if you look at, for example, the growth, just to kind of give you an idea, by the end of 2014, 1.76 billion people are expected to own smartphones. And a smartphone is basically a phone that allows you to be able to access the internet. That's up more than 25%. So we've got 1 billion people basically, and a growth rate still of 25% per year. Look at China, guys. China will have 540 million smartphone users by May of 2015. Imagine just 1% of that market. Imagine 1/10% of that market, the Chinese market. Look what's happening in India, guys. India is expected to have 104 million smartphones in 2014, more than doubling 2013. So talk about a growth area. And what's happening, and I explain this on our leadership calls all the time, guys, is that in 2015, not only are we going to continue to see the explosion in smartphones, and people using smartphones and using that to be able to access the internet, but you're going to see an explosion in mobile commerce in 2015, and people actually using their smartphone to be able to buy products either right from their smartphone or going into the store and being able to use their smartphone and a mobile wallet to be able to buy products right from the smartphone. So we're really excited about that. And let's look at, again, e-commerce and mobile commerce just to give you guys an idea. So Thomas, please go to the next slide. Here's what just happened, and this is in the U.S., but I'm going to put it in context that, we hit an all-time record on Cyber Monday this past Monday, or the Monday following Thanksgiving here. We did basically online $2 billion worth of business in one day, guys. And not only was it an all-time record that we did of $2 billion, but we actually, because, in the United States, and I'll use that as an example, our biggest shopping day was always Black Friday, the day after Thanksgiving. That's when all the stores basically did their specials and their deals. Well, Cyber Monday did almost twice as much business this year as Black Friday. And while Black Friday was down 11% from last year because people didn't want to go into the stores, they'd rather buy online, but Cyber Monday was up 17%. So look at the trends, guys, and this is just not happening in the U.S. Let's look at what's happening around the world, and this is really what's astonishing, and this is why I'm so excited about the opportunity and where we're at Shopping Sherlock and what 2015 is going to bring. Because if you look at China, guys, and you look at the growth, I had mentioned that 540 million people, were going to have smartphones in China. But look at what just happened to China in their biggest shopping day of the year, which was Singles Day. Alibaba, which basically, is the Chinese biggest and the biggest actually e-commerce retailer in the world now, online store in the world, in 2009 started what they called Singles Day. And that was kind of their equivalent to Cyber Monday, is Singles Day. Well, in 2009, they did a little over their first year, they did a little over $20 million in business, and they had 27 merchants participate in 2009. Now, literally, guys, 5 years later, this year they did $9 billion in sales. Now compare that to America, which did $2 billion on Cyber Monday, which broke a record. Alibaba on Singles Day did more than 4 times that amount of business. And in 2009, when they had 27 merchants participate, this year they had over 27,000 merchants participate, and they shipped out over 280 million packages in one day. So again, talking about growth, guys, and talking about being able to position us in front of these trends. And a lot of people say, we'll look at our opportunity and they'll think, you give the app away for free, you make money as people benefit from the use of the app, and you build a team of people that do the same thing. That sounds too good to be true. But the reality, guys, is look at what we do. We basically bring business to companies. Groupon is charging companies, they're asking companies to basically, for a restaurant, for example, that wants to go ahead, they're asking a restaurant to do $40 worth of food for $20, and then they're paying that restaurant $10 for that sale, and they don't even pay that for that restaurant for that sale when that sale happens. They pay that restaurant when somebody then goes in and redeems the coupon, and then they've got to send it back to Groupon, and then they wait 2 to 3 weeks to be able to do that. And Groupon built a company that went to $1 billion in 5 years, guys. And we do the same thing. We bring businesses, additional business, and we do it basically through our website and the mobile phone. And we do it so from a competitive standpoint, when people say it's too good to be true, the reality is we've got I hope that you can appreciate, because network marketing is about simplicity and duplication. We're bringing these companies business, and we're rewarding you for being able to distribute and give away our app so that people can access these deals. So those are some of the things. That's why we're so excited about the opportunity when you look at that, because also not only when you look at the growth worldwide and what's going to continue to happen in e-commerce and m-commerce and also in mobile payments, we are perfectly positioned to give everybody around the world finally an opportunity to be able to participate and profit from these incredible trends that are happening. So I wanted to also announce a special promotion here for December. So if you go to the next slide, please. We've got a December to Remember promotion that we're doing. And the December to Remember promotion is that if you enroll 2 new personal affiliates that purchase the Sherlock system in any 1 week, we're going to give you an extra $50. Those sales have to be on auto ship and register with Payoneer to qualify for the bonus. But we're going to make that basically for anybody that signs up people today and tomorrow, that will also count towards this coming week. So for the following week, basically all sales that happen today to tomorrow will qualify for that, and we'll give you an extra $50 for every 2 people basically that you are able to sign up. So it'll be a nice little Christmas bonus. And we've got a special bonus, guys. We have broken the rate, again, our sales record every month for the last 3 months. And the average growth rate, as I talked about, has been 13% per month. The average growth rate has been 13% per month, double digits every month. And I think you guys can see why we're doing that based on the trends that we're in front of and the trends that are going to continue to grow. But we've also got what we're calling a super bonus. So if we have another record-breaking month in December, guys, all people that are registered for the cruise, all the $50 bonus winners that are registered for the cruise will have their name put in a drawing, and we'll draw a winner that will win the actual Europe of the Caribbean cruise in March to Jamaica and the Cayman Islands. That will win that for free. Now, a couple caveats. You've got to be registered for the cruise. We still have some cabins available for the cruise. So go to our homepage and register for that cruise, guys, because it's a major international convention. It's our first convention at sea, and you've got to be at that convention anyway. And what a way to be able to do it, to have a bucket list, a lifetime trip, to be a once-in-a-lifetime trip to Jamaica and the Cayman Islands. So go and register for that. And then I just want to share with you, so let's close out the year strong with those bonuses. And I want to share with you what's going on in January, because we've got some major, major events happening around the world in January as well. So on January the 17th, we're having our kickoff in the U.S., and that's going to be in Los Angeles. On January the 24th and our 25th, we're going to have our leadership weekend in the U.K. On January the 27th, we're going to have our Scandinavian kickoff in Sweden. And on February the 1st, guys, is going to be basically our European UK kickoff, which is going to be in Manchester at the Super Sunday, where we're going to be basically launching all of our new products for January as well. The leadership weekend, we still have a few tickets left for that. We've got in Scandinavia, and we'll have these events up in Sweden up on the website so that you can basically buy tickets for that as well. And then also on that Super Sunday is going to be a major, major event in the UK, and I will be attending those events as well, and I'm really looking forward to that. And I'll tell you what, we were just at the Network Marketing Mastery Program that Eric Worre put on in Las Vegas, that he sold out with over 8,000 people, guys. I was there with Manish as well. And one of the things that Eric had talked about was building for events. And he said that at every major event, basically, that every person that attends that major event that you bring is worth $1,000 to you for the year. So my question to you is, how many people are you going to bring to these events? You need to spend the rest of December building your team and positioning them basically for 2015 and for these kickoff events. And guys, I could not be more excited about where we're at, because I'll tell you what, I've been in business in the internet space since 1994, for going on 21 years now. I was producing expositions and conferences at the start of the internet, when Netscape came out with their browser, and the first companies, the AOLs, the Yahoos, the first companies basically were part of the internet revolution. And we had 10,000 people at each event. We had over 150 companies that participated. This was in New York, Silicon Valley, and Los Angeles. We had the leading CEOs and industry people were keynote speakers at the conference and so forth. I saw the original growth of the internet, but guys, I in my business career have never seen a better opportunity with more growth than what's happening right now in e-commerce and in mobile commerce. And what we've done is, rather than give it the opportunity where a few people, the company owners and maybe early shareholders in that, make the fortunes based on this evolution that's happening and this revolution that's happening, we finally give average people, and not that you're average, but average people from around the world, the ability to profit from these incredible trends that are sweeping the world. So I'm looking forward to seeing everybody in January. Close out this month strong. We've got a nice kind of promotion for you and a potential super bonus for you to be able to close out the month strong. I appreciate everybody's time today, and also I'm very, very thankful for everything that's happened this year with the company. We've got a Pay It Forward program also that we're going to be helping some additional families and organizations over the Christmas holidays. We'll be sharing more of that with you as well, and some of those stories about who we've been able to help. And that's all been because of you guys. So very appreciative of that. So thank you for your time today. I look forward to our next call, and bye for now.